Warning: the following video contains strong language that may be offensive to some viewers and/or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
Did you hear about what happened? Crazy.
True crime. We online.
Come check us out.
Tune in. It's about to go down.
So we at
True crime. Based on real life events. Every story has two sides.
telling the truth, who telling them lies?
Them on me, anybody with eyes, they can see that this the truth that I am speaking. Blood leaking, what's the reason? No remorse for the family. Where's the justice? We need peace. Another plot twist this deep. Got me on the edge of my
I wonder what's gonna happen next.
Welcome, dear listeners, to another episode of Murder and Cocktails, where true crime meets mixology. I'm your host, Nicole Mitchell-Colley, and I'm here with my fabulous co-host, Lachelle Walker.
Hey, y'all.
Before we dive into today's case, we want to give a special shout out to our friends, Sierra and Elizabeth, over at the Lesbian Detectives podcast. If you love unraveling, twisting tales like we do, you'll definitely want to check them out. They're serving up some seriously spine-tingling stories that will keep you on the edge of your seat. So after you've kicked it with us for a little bit, head over to your favorite podcast platform, to the Lesbian Detectives podcast, for more true crime thrills. Cheers to great mysteries and even better cocktails. In this episode, we unravel the story of Cai Xia Liao. Pardon me in advance if I did not pronounce that correctly. I am not fluent in any sort of Mandarin or Chinese, so we just gonna flow with it. So she was a woman whose obsessive love affair turned into a deadly vendetta, turning into one of the most brutal and shocking crimes Melbourne, Australia has ever seen. It's a tale of passion, betrayal, and unimaginable violence. We'll take you through the events leading up to that fateful day, exploring the background of Liao's obsessive relationship with Brian, the escalating threats and blackmail, and the meticulous planning that led to her final violent outburst. As we navigate through this disturbing case, we'll attempt to understand the psychological unraveling of Cai Xia Liao and the devastating impact of her actions on the Mok family. How did a seemingly sweet woman transform into a cold-blooded killer? What drove her to commit such gruesome acts? And what can we learn from this tragic story about the dark side of human emotions and the dangerous consequences of unchecked rage? Before we begin, we want to remind everyone that this episode discusses graphic content and may not be suitable for all audiences. So, grab your favorite libation and let's raise a glass to a murderously good time. But first, we have some true crime news.
Tonight we're following up on the high-profile case of Michael Jackson Bolanos, who was accused of the shocking murder of Samantha Wall, a beloved Detroit synagogue leader. In a dramatic turn of events, the case against Jackson Bolanos has all but crumbled, with the judge dismissing the remaining murder charge against him just this past Friday. To recap, Jackson Bolanos had been on trial for the brutal stabbing of Wall, who was found dead outside her Detroit home last October. The 40-year-old's murder has sparked widespread speculation, particularly given its timing amid the Israel-Hamas war, with many wondering if it was a targeted anti-Semitic attack. However, investigators found no evidence to support that theory. Fast forward to July of this year, when a jury acquitted Jackson Bolanos of a first-degree premeditated murder, but found himself deadlocked on a second-degree charge, felony murder, which alleged that the killing occurred during a home invasion. The indecision left the door open for another trial on that charge, but in a twist no one saw coming, Judge Margaret Van Houten ruled that trying Jackson Bolanos again would violate his constitutional protection against the double jeopardy. Citing a 2009 U.S. Supreme Court decision, she dismissed the remaining charges, leaving prosecutors reeling and promising to appeal. Jackson Bolanos, who has always maintained his innocence, was previously convicted only of lying to police during the investigation, a crime for which he's now facing an 18-month prison sentence. His defense argued that he was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time, In his testimony, Jackson Bolanos admitted to touching Wall's body when he found her, but he insisted he had nothing to do with her death. As he put it, "I'm a black guy in the middle of the night breaking into cars, and I find myself standing in front of a dead white woman. That doesn't look good at all." Chilling words from a man who now walks free on the most serious charges. Wall was more than just a name in the news. She was the president of the Isaac Agreed Downtown Synagogue and a well-known figure in the Democratic politics. Her death has left a void in the community, with the Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer describing her as a beacon in her community. So what's next? Prosecutors have vowed to appeal, but for now, the case against Michael Jackson Bolanos is effectively over. We'll be watching closely as the story continues to unfold. If you have any thoughts or comments on today's story, please reach out to us on social media or through our website. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a review.
I think he did it.
Absolutely. And don't like throw rocks at me or anything or stab me for this. He's trying to use that "I'm a black" card and that's a white woman.
Right. And it doesn't help that this is Detroit. What's really fucked up is that she was a staple in the community. Like, I feel bad. I mean, because she had a lot going for her. She was helping people, you know, and then here comes this guy, but they can't prove that he did it.
No ring cameras?
That's what I'm saying.
Everyone has like someone, like, they're just like everywhere now. Like, you know, I feel like they come with homes.
Stupid. Just stupid. And then, you know, he can't be retried because that's double jeopardy.
This is my first time saying this. No comment. I know this is a podcast, but my comment is not aligned with our standards, and I want to stay on these platforms.
Right. We don't want to get canceled. It's okay. I'll just go back on vacation and never come back.
Don't say
Hey.
Wait, like, just like go on vacation and like have fun, never come back?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I was gonna say,
We're going back to
'cause
Puerto Rico.
you said that in an eerie way.
Oh, my bad.
Because
I didn't mean it like that. Going
you
to
know
live
our
my
main
best
topic
life in
gives me
Puerto
the
Rico.
heebie-jeebies.
Right.
Yes,
I can
please.
totally be an episode.
No.
It'd be Bobby before it be me. Just saying. Just saying.
Why no comment? Not one of our amendments. I guess
'Cause
that's
it's
kind
not.
of pleading the fifth.
Yeah, take the fifth.
The fifth
I
and a
remember he
half.
asked me something the other day, and I was like, "Yeah, I take the fifth." He was like, "What?" I'm like, "I take the fifth." He's like, "You can't take the fifth." I was like, "It's my constitutional right. Yes, I can." He's like,
I've
"I
never
hate you."
tried that.
I was like, "I love you." Ah, take the fifth.
I hope Kevin's not listening to this, because he better never ever say he doesn't have that right.
Kevin, if you say it, just prepare to be buried. That's all I can say. Don't say it, Kevin. Just don't say it. I can't help you from here. It'll take me too long to get there.
Just last night he said, "We can drive there."
What?
We can fly there.
Yeah, I'm about to say, we live 15 minutes from the airport.
Sit in a car with him that long again. Crazy business.
No, I wouldn't be able to sit in a car with Bobby that long. We just won't go. Shit.
Y'all don't have any Buc-ee's.
We sure don't. I think they have one in Ohio now, though.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they have one in Ohio now because these guys that I used to work with they were talking about taking a day off, like calling off and going to Buc-ee's. I'm like, y'all gotta call off during the day? Why can't y'all go on the weekend?
No, it's like an all-day thing. It's like Disney World for adults.
The first time I went to a Buc-ee's was 2 years ago in Texas. And I will admit, Buc-ee's is something else. Like I liked it. I liked it. But not enough to go all crazy, you know what I'm saying? But it was good. I did see some cute stuff in there, and they had some good snacks or whatever. I'll give them that.
I have the whole outfit. You can't do that.
What? You have the whole outfit?
Yes, I have the same suit that Bucky wore. Like, I had to buy it because, like, I needed to feel like closer to him.
Oh my god!
We'll have to post a picture of that later.
Yeah, I want to see this. Like, I definitely want to see this.
I will. I'll post it on our Instagram.
All right, y'all. Picture this: the quiet suburban neighborhood of Albandale, Melbourne, Australia. It's the early hours of March 31st, 2015, and a calm morning is about to be shattered by an act of unimaginable horror. Cai Xia Liao, a 45-year-old Chinese national, has been in a toxic-ass affair with Brian Mock, a man torn between his lover and his loyalty to his family. When Brian finally tries to end the affair, Cai Xia Liao's rage and desperation reach a boiling point, which lead her to commit a series of heinous acts that would leave 2 innocent lives brutally cut short. This lady was sentenced to life in prison for the brutal murders of her lover's wife and grandson. The tragic events that unfolded were the result of years of escalating tension and fury stemming from an affair that began in 2012. Liao met Brian Mock in China in 2012 while he and his wife, Mai Mock, were separated. What began as a romantic relationship quickly turned into a drama-filled affair that lasted for 3 years. Liao, hoping Brian would leave his wife and marry her, which they never do. Duh, I don't even know why the hell she would even go there.
Right.
I mean, I take that back. It's not often that the husband leaves his wife.
It's extremely rare.
I mean, more than likely, they've been together for a long time. It's probably cheaper to keep her.
Yeah, and you just want to try some new coochie. That's it, okay?
Okay, man, he had needs. You know what I'm saying? So, she thought he would leave his wife. So, over time, she became increasingly demanding and aggressive as time went on. By November 2014, Liao realized that Brian had no intention of ending his marriage. She began threatening and blackmailing him, vowing to get revenge if he left her. In one of many aggressive exchanges, Liao warned, "If you leave me alone, I will get revenge. Kill your wife. What you're going to see will be the most tragic. It's all because of you." The tragic accumulation of Liao's revenge and rage occurred on March 31st, 2015. She meticulously planned her attack, knowing the schedule and habits of the Mock family. On that fateful day, she drove to Brian's home in Albandale, Melbourne, early in the morning. Liao arrived at Brian's house early in the morning, knowing Mai Mock would leave for work. She confronted Brian, demanding once again that he leave his wife. During their argument, Brian left the room to settle his 4-year-old grandson, Alistair Kwong, who was stirring in his bed. This gave Liao the opportunity to drug Brian, leaving him bound and gagged on the floor. Brian drifted in and out of consciousness, unaware of the horrors that would soon unfold. This bitch crazy.
1,000%.
Like, wow.
The wife had nothing to do with this. The grandson had nothing to do with this. Your quarrel is with the man. But it's not even with him. Just play your part, side chick.
Right.
You were getting the penis, right? Okay.
That's what you wanted. The D. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Sorry. Not sorry.
I don't know. I wouldn't want to be with somebody who was cheating on their wife anyway and think that I'm going to become their main person and think it's just going to be great.
Oh, no. No. I feel like that's just setting yourself up for failure. You marrying your side chick. So now in the back of the side chick's mind, it's like, this motherfucker gonna cheat on me too.
Exactly.
See, no, I couldn't be a side chick because everybody would die. Anyway.
Sorry, y'all. That was like a silent laugh.
I will come second to no one. Period.
I don't know. Cashmere.
Yeah, you know what? I do come second to the dogs.
I was about to say, they're after your man.
Right, because heaven forbid, like, I tried to give Bobby a kiss the other day, and Cashmere, like, pushed my face out the way with her face. Like, no. I said, hold on. I said, you forget your place, side chick. He was my man first.
No, you're the side chick in the house. Sorry.
Girl, clearly. Come second to the pups. It's okay. I love my pups.
It's time for our favorite segment, Sip and Solve. Grab your shakers and glasses because we're about to mix up a drink that perfectly complements today's mystery's dark twists and turns. Today's featured cocktail is the Cheesecake Martini, courtesy of Lipstick, Margaritas, and Hairspray. Here's how you can concoct this intriguing libation. The ingredients: 3/4 ounce of strawberry vodka, 3/4 ounce of vanilla vodka, 1 splash of cranberry juice, strawberries for garnish, whipped cream for garnish. Okay, and here are the instructions. Fill your shaker with ice, add the strawberry vodka, vanilla vodka, and cranberry juice in the shaker. Shake and strain into a martini glass, garnish with a strawberry and whipped cream, and enjoy.
That sounds really good.
Minus the whipped cream, but then again...
No, you gotta have the whipped cream.
Gotta have the whipped cream.
Whipped cream.
I don't know.
I don't have any strawberry vodka, though.
Yeah, I would say, where do you get that? No, vanilla vodka, actually. It's the vanilla vodka there.
I have vanilla vodka and whipped cream flavored vodka downstairs, but I don't have any strawberry vodka.
I forgot you're fancy.
Ain't I?
I got some Crown.
I got Crown. I have a gallon of Crown Apple.
A gallon?
Yeah, I bought it for... I don't know what I bought it for. But yeah, I'll come home and have me a drinky drink.
And listen to your favorite podcast.
And listen to my favorite podcast. That's right.
That's what it's for, duh.
Right. All right. So with Brian incapacitated, Liao turned her attention to Alistair. In a frenzied and brutal attack, she used a pair of garden shears to stab the little boy 18 times in the head and neck as he lay defenseless in his bed. 18 times.
Evil bitch.
The sheer brutality of the attack was later described by Supreme Court Justice Lex Lasry as horrendous and unbelievable. Throughout the afternoon, Liao tormented Brian. She kicked him in the head, face, and chest, threatening to push the shears into his eyes if he called out. She warned him that she planned to kill his wife when she returned home from work, ensuring he was fully aware of the nightmare that was about to continue. When Mai Mak returned home around 5 p.m., Liao immediately attacked her with the garden shears. The court later heard that Mai suffered more than 23 stab and slash type wounds. Damn. This lady is beyond fucked. Like, woo!
What does she look like again?
Fucking nut bar. This bitch was smiling.
Not a nut bar.
Yeah. A neighbor, alerted by the noise, climbed onto his roof and took photos of the attack, capturing the moment Liao stood over Mai, who lay on the concrete with her hands up in a defensive position. The neighbor's quick action and calling the police brought an end to Liao's murderous rampage. When officers arrived, they found Liao sitting on the couch next to Brian, who was still bound and gagged. The first thing Brian did when paramedics cut his gag was frantically ask about his grandson, only to be met with the devastating truth. During the court proceedings, Liao's lawyer conveyed her apology to the victim's family, but it did little to alleviate their grief. The court documents highlighted the extent of Liao's calculated cruelty, including her threats to kill Alistair's mother, Amy Mak, who was supposed to pick up her son later that day. Justice Lasry condemned Liao's actions as extreme, grave, and callous, emphasizing that they warranted a life sentence. I wonder if Australia has the death penalty.
I'm gonna look that up.
Like, I feel like this was warranted. A death penalty was warranted. Like,
a stoning.
Yeah, that would be great. Family members wept openly in court as Justice Lasry described the horrific nature of Liao's crimes. Liao, who showed little true remorse, cried and pressed a handkerchief to her eyes as the sentence was read. She will serve a minimum of 32 years before being eligible for parole and will be deported to China upon release. China don't want her ass.
There's no death penalty there.
There's no death penalty in Australia?
And in 2010, they enforced it to make sure.
What?
Yep.
I'm sorry. I am a big supporter of the death penalty. Like, that's why I like Texas.
Texas.
Like, you kill somebody, you going to death row.
You know, I'm a fan of the gun line.
Tell them about the gun line, boss. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
It's a firing squad. Let me be correct.
Tell them about the gun line, boss. I love that movie.
I'm gonna watch it after
Like,
this.
I could watch that movie every damn day, and I know every word from start to finish.
Jiggling, jiggling.
Jiggling, jiggling. Your hands soft, like a lady. Jiggling, what I tell you about pitch and woo, boy? Oh, let me stop. Okay. In the years leading up to the murders, Liao's relationship with Brian was marked by increasing tension and conflict. Despite their affair, Brian remained committed to his wife and family, which fueled Liao's growing resentment. Her threats and blackmail attempts became more frequent and severe, creating a toxic and volatile situation. Oof.
Much.
Lao's obsession with Brian and her desire for him to leave his wife led her to take drastic and violent measures. Her actions were driven by a combination of jealousy, anger, and a desperate need for control. The affair, which began as a romantic entanglement, ultimately spiraled into a deadly and destructive force. The brutal murders of Alistair and Mai have left an indelible mark on the Mok family. Amy Mok, left to cope with the devastating loss of her son and mother, disowned her unfaithful father, Brian. The court proceedings revealed the special bond between Brian and his grandson, making the loss even more heartbreaking. That's bad when your kids disown you like that. I mean, I don't blame her though.
Right.
I would have disowned his ass too.
That's what I was gonna say. Like,
The Mok family now faces the challenge of rebuilding their lives after such a profound loss. The emotional and psychological impact of the murders is immeasurable, and the family must navigate their grief and find a way forward. Whew. Throughout the court proceedings, Lao expressed remorse for her actions, but the judge noted that she seemed to lack a true grasp of the extent of her crimes, I should say. Her tearful display in court did little to mitigate the severity of her actions. Justice Lau's resentencing made it clear that Lao's crimes were beyond comprehension and warranted a life sentence. Yeah, buddy.
yeah. Yeah, she should have got life.
I should have got the chair. The case of Cai Xia Liao highlights the devastating consequences of unchecked rage and obsession. It serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of allowing personal vendettas and emotional turmoil to escalate into violence. The tragic events that unfolded on March 31st, 2015 are a stark reminder of how fragile the human life is and the destructive power of revenge. As the Mok family attempts to heal and rebuild, the broader community is left to reflect on the impact of such senseless violence. The case underscores the importance of addressing mental health issues and the need for support systems to help individuals cope with emotional distress in healthier ways. As we reach the end of this chilling episode of Murder and Cocktails, we're left with a chilling reminder of the destructive power of unchecked emotions. Cai Xia Liao's story is one of love twisted into obsession, leading to unimaginable violence and heartbreak. The tragic events of March 31st, 2015 shattered the lives of the Mok family and left an indelible mark on the quiet community of Albanvale. Alistair Kwong, a bright and innocent 4-year-old, and Mai Mok, a loving grandmother, lost their lives in a brutal attack of revenge. Brian Mok, caught in the web of his own indiscretions, now lives with the haunting memories and the irreversible consequences of his affair. This case underscores the importance of seeking help in the face of emotional distress and the dire need for mental health support. It serves as a stark reminder that love, when tainted by obsession and rage, can lead to devastating outcomes. As we reflect on this story, let us remember the victims and the profound impact their loss has had on their family and community. Our thoughts are with Amy Mok, who must navigate life after losing her son and mother in such a horrific manner. The scars left by this tragedy will take time to heal, and we hope that sharing their story will raise awareness about the signs of dangerous relationships and the importance of intervention. Before we finish, make sure to follow us on social media for updates and join the conversation using the hashtag Murder and Cocktails. Stay tuned for our latest blend of crime stories and cocktails, and of course, show your support by leaving a review. Your feedback keeps our spirits high and the stories flowing.
Ooh, that
Remember
show
to
was
visit our
good. I
website,
can't wait for the next one to come out.
truecrimemeetsmixology.com for the week's
Binging on
cocktail
the
recipe cheesecake
podcast.
martini,
Hope crime never run out.
inspired by today's
What's gonna
episode,
happen
and
in the
check
next
out our
episode?
favorite things.
Nobody don't know.
Until
On
next
this
time,
suspense,
stay
it's
curious,
getting
stay
tense.
safe,
No
and
turning
keep those
back
glasses
now. I'm
full.
all in.
Cheers to the
Crime.
mysteries that keep us coming
We
back
online.
for more.
Tune in, it's about to go down. True crime, based on real life events. Every story has two sides.
Telling the truth.